Now Ray
Getting defensive
is
already.
determined to romance Claire. Having a temper tantrum, she was obviously displeased. All her bullying seemed to be in vain, but I was just being genuine about my feelings. Nah, I'm fine. A silver-haired boy lying face down on a desk in the back of the classroom is grumpily.
Mail.
You've got mail.
What were you gonna say?
I said, oh my goody goodness.
Oh my goody goodness.
This is very exciting.
Yes.
Very, very exciting.
We have two things in here. One thing that's extremely relevant to today's subject. The other thing that came in the same Amazon package, but has nothing to do with our channel.
But you're going to see it
whatsoever.
anyway.
You will see it anyway.
Okay.
All right.
So,
Just going to open it.
Yeah, I'm going to open it.
Oh, you don't have to. She tears it. It has like this. There's a strip that you can pull, and she still just like tears it.
Okay.
Anyway,
okay.
so here's the pull
Here's
tab.
yours.
This is mine. That has nothing to do with our channel. It's henna hair dye that I'm going to try. I haven't tried this one before, so I can't tell you if I like it or not.
Is it henna?
Yeah, it's henna hair dye.
Oh.
Bio-organic henna hair color burgundy.
Oh,
So
burgundy.
I'm going to try it out and see how it goes.
Oh my goodness.
But this is a new brand. I've been using henna hair dye, but this is a new brand. Anyway.
Okay, so the main event. Look. Okay.
Isn't she lovely?
This one.
This one.
Yeah, my hand's like, wait,
Isn't
what?
she
Yeah, no, seriously. So if y'all joined us
Look
on
at
our
her
live,
hair.
we mentioned that we're going to more than one time going to
Yeah,
have
something
readings.
very. Oh yeah, she already is saying. I was gonna say something very exciting. You're like, we're gonna be reading.
Gonna be reading this. More
Get
like
down to
I'm gonna be
business.
reading. I'm the audiobook, which is
You
was
are
talked
the
about
audiobook
in the
in our live recently.
and you're basically just the princess. You
I'm
just
the
get, You
princess.
get read to.
I get to be read.
So
to.
some of you did mention that this one is long, and that's cool. And I guess some of them are not
Do
as
you
long.
want
But
to show what it looks like? Because we just are getting it. We just got in the mail yesterday, and we wanted to get on and unbox it for you all.
Yeah.
So here's what the cover looks like.
I mean, it's
beautiful.
got it's just beautiful.
Will you look
right?
at that artwork?
Just look at it. Would you just look at it? It's so pretty. This is
and show the
dear.
back to you. Show
okay.
it, show it.
Okay.
Okay, here's what the back looks
It has
like.
to like focus and stuff. There we go.
It
See,
looks
there
so
we go.
pretty. It's
Ooh,
like a whole work of
yeah.
art.
It is a whole work of
It
art.
is a whole work of art.
Dear arch nemesis,
Oh.
won't you be mine?
Oh.
Ordinary office worker Ohashi Rei wakes up in the body of a protagonist of her favorite otome game, Revolution.
Yeah.
To her delight, the first person to greet her is also her favorite character, Claire Francois, the main antagonist of the story. She is so non-antagonist.
The main antagonist
of the story. Now Ray
getting defensive
is
already.
determined to romance Claire instead of the game's male leads.
Ooh.
Goals. But how will her villainous lady love react to this new courtship?
This is so exciting.
Listen.
Okay, some context. So we watched the anime already.
Yes.
So we watched season 1. We're hoping season 2 comes along.
Dude, the anime was so good.
Yeah.
I mean, I know I mentioned this
So
before,
good.
but like the trailer, the first trailer, and you just see Claire's magnificence, and that's
And
all it
you-
was for me.
She just kind of happened upon the trailer too.
I
Like,
did.
we didn't
I
know what
did.
the trailer was gonna be like. She just saw it and was like, "Okay, this looks like Yuri, and it looks really good." So we watched the first trailer, and she was like, "Magnificent! Like she's amazing."
Yeah, I mean, I just went on about her for like a good while afterwards, after we did the reaction, because I'm like, who is this
Yeah.
girl, and why do I not know about her?
Right?
Apparently, there's like a whole visual novel and a manga version of this too, and I'm like,
Or
how
a
did I
light
not-
novel. A light novel.
Yeah, not visual novel. That's Ray's game. I wish there was
okay,
a visual
okay.
novel though, because I would play it.
You're right.
And I'd be like, hey Claire, how you doing?
You would romance Claire,
Oh,
Francois.
hell yeah. Hell yeah. Who wouldn't,
So this
right?
is really
well, you'd want to
beautiful.
romance Minadio, so.
Oh, there's that. This is really beautiful. I'm excited to get into it.
Mhm.
So we did share too when we were on the live that we already do read to each other.
We do.
A lot of times it's when we're out driving, and KB does the voices for the different characters because she finds it fun. I read straight through, so we thought it would be more entertaining for her to read. If you want me to read some of it too, let us know in the comments. We'll see. But I like don't do all the voices and everything like she does, so it's pretty fun having her do it. She's looking at all the pictures. She's
I'm
like,
just checking this out already, okay? Like, I can't help it, alright?
it's beautiful.
It's gonna be really interesting too, because I didn't even know that Ray was an ordinary office worker, right?
Oh.
I thought maybe she was part of the game industry, you know, but she's not,
Okay.
apparently. Maybe she,
Oh.
I don't know what kind of office job she has, but that sounds awful already. So,
Yeah.
poor girl. So it's really
Mhm.
interesting too, because if you look at this cover, Ray's eyes are a different color than in the anime. So Claire's eyes are, still like some kind of blue color, but Ray's are not.
Her bow is bigger too.
I know. So anyway,
fluffier and prettier.
So this is exciting. This is the first novel. I am
and the
so
picture,
excited.
There's a picture inside
and
that's like
just the
the same as the cover, but it's
thing.
the whole page.
Yeah,
so
it's the whole page.
And I love how this. Can you show this, please? How it has the heart. I'm in love with the
yeah.
The heart logo is really
yeah.
cute. And then what's this here?
It's got Lene and Claire and Misha.
Oh, it's like a
Ray Taylor.
Introduction to the characters.
These characters.
Yeah.
Right? So and we're gonna go ahead and have some fun with this. So this apparently has. Oh, okay. So it looks like it has 3. Oh, these are gonna be long chapters, because it doesn't have a. It's got a lot for that little bit of chapter.
Yeah.
So it's chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3, and a bonus chapter. So there's there's 4 chapters in this.
Oh.
So the total book is actually 269 pages. That's not too bad, actually. So that's table of contents.
Yes.
So anyway, and so it's gonna be really, really fun to see. Oh my gosh. Okay, so you're gonna get all comfy. I was joking with her that we should have some tea so she can sip tea.
Next time
she'll have some tea and
we'll have some
snacks.
tea and snacks. I ate a snack before getting on this.
That's
time.
true.
Mm-hmm.
But if you would like to eat snacks, you may eat snacks while I am sitting here reading.
Oh.
Right? I mean, you're the princess, right?
Oh.
You're being read to, right?
Is this why I married her?
And I know some of you all said you would like to read along with us, so if you also have your own copy, we're going to go ahead and get into it.
And if you don't we have them in our affiliate shop, so you can get them on Amazon like we did. We'll have the link to our Villainous section. We have a whole collection of Villainous stuff in the description down below.
We do.
Yeah.
All right, so this will be the first chapter. Transmigration to dating sim.
Transmigration.
Yeah, whatever.
Transmigration. Okay. It's fine.
Okay.
Okay.
To think a commoner would even fathom sitting next to me. Know your place. When the young lady with golden curls spat these words at me, I didn't really understand what was happening. She looked at me as if the very sight of my face infuriated her. I told myself to stay calm and assess the situation. Oh, nothing good could come from panic. Interesting. This is already very different. I was seated in what looked like a typical high school classroom.
So this is like, it seems like when she first played the game, maybe?
I'm thinking so. I'm thinking so.
Is it when she first played it? Or when she first got transported into the world?
Maybe that, or maybe the very first time Ray's played this game, because she's not infatuated yet with Claire. So if that's the case, we're going to find out how this happens. I'm so excited.
Oh, yeah.
All right, let's see here. It had far fewer desks than the high school I'd gone to, giving it a spacious feel, though a crowd had now formed around the girl with golden curls and myself.
Oh.
The problem was that no one I could see, including the young lady, looked even remotely Japanese.
Oh.
Sounds like she is in the game already. Putting the young lady aside for the time being, I racked my memories to retrace my steps. I remember finishing up some overtime work at the small business that employed me, and then settling down to play a game. I didn't have many hobbies, so my only real pastime was playing games. I loved everything from traditional board games like Shogi and Go to MMOs with beautiful 3D graphics. This is very interesting so far.
She said I left them? What did she say? I loved them or I left them?
I loved them.
Oh, I thought you said I left these games.
No, I'm getting
and I was
my accent.
What? Okay, no, it's not your accent. I just didn't hear correctly.
My favorite games, though, were dating sims. The kind where you played as the heroine and got to romance a bunch of boys. Though I tended to play with them a little differently from most. Me too, though. Honestly, like, most of my friends got me in Otome games, and I'm like, okay, but there's a bunch of guys. Can I not have a pretty girl, please? That was
Where's
when
the
I
pretty girl
recognized
option?
the girl in front of me.
Ooh.
Ah, I said, Claire? Well, I never. Who do you think you are, calling me by my first name? Oh, she's so wonderful.
She's
that
wonderful.
shrill voice was so unmistakable. The girl with the golden curls was Claire Francois, a character in one of my favorite dating sims, Revolution.
Okay, so this is when she got transported first.
This is.
So it's not when she first played the game. It's when she got transported.
That would mean it couldn't be, could it? Had I been transported to a different world? Miss Claire? That's better, Claire huffed. A commenter should show respect.
Let's see. There's like one hair tweedle. I'm trying to
I was like,
down,
oh, I'm getting affection. Now
and I can't find it. It's over. I think I found it.
Do you remember my name? Are you stupid? You're Ray Taylor. Revolution let you select the heroine's first name, but her last name is fixed to Taylor. My name was Ray Ohashi. If I was Ray Taylor here, then this world was a stage where the game was set, and I was now its heroine. It seemed like I really had been transported to a different world. Yes! What are you going on about? Claire said, but I wasn't paying attention. How many times had I fantasized about being transported into the game world just like this? I can communicate with any character now, not just the ones the game allowed you to. And Miss Claire, what is it? It was most displeasing to have. It's most displeasing to have a commoner think she can simply call out to me. Oh my gosh, I like you, huh? Claire looked puzzled. Miss Claire, I love you. What? As my words sank in, Claire rapidly grew flustered. She was way too cute. My favorite character, Revolution, wasn't one of the boys the game said she'd choose from. Yes, Ray. It was Claire. Claire Francois, the villainess who bullies the heroine, becomes her rival, and finally loses to her. This was Claire. This was the villainess, and I was completely smitten. I mean, can I blame the girl? She had a shrill voice and thoroughly malicious demeanor, but even though she was standing before me in the flesh, remembering the game made me grin. I could never find it in me to hate Claire, her towering pride, her threatening gesture. She made to hide the fact that she was easily hurt. Her jealous rage after losing her love to another, those uniquely human qualities push all my buttons just right. If anything, it was the most popular male love interest who made me uncomfortable. The game made him out to be some kind of saint, and it was just a bit much for me. Yeah, that's so true, honestly. What in the world are you talking about? I just love you, that's all. The less of a commenter trying to get on my good side. Don't waste your time. Claire turned away in a huff. You're so cute. Oops, the words were out of my mouth before I could stop them. What? Claire looked even more upset. You're trying to say you're batting for that team? Well, it doesn't matter. I mean, it's irrelevant to cuteness because Miss Claire, you are so cute. Huh? She pulled away. It was perfect. Such a perfect reaction. Miss Claire, you hate me, right? Of course. That's fine. Please keep teasing me. I love it. What in the world? Claire was starting to look seriously weirded out. Oh my god. Now, let's get this super fun school life started, Miss Claire. We're gonna have a great time. What makes you think of anything to do with you? And that was how I kissed the love of my life daily I kissed my life of daily overtime goodbye. I mean, what a better way. And found myself in place where I could spend every day with my beloved Claire, able to dote on my heart's content. My future was looking bright.
My future was looking bright.
Oh, who is this? Oh, okay, it's Misha. All right. I just gotta know which character it is, obviously, because it's a bit different.
Yeah.
Ray, I heard what you did. Don't tell me you really attracted Claire's attention on your first day of school. That mature, husky voice belonged to my roommate, Misha. Probably your. Yeah. Her long, straight, blonde. Is her? Wow. Okay, blonde hair.
It says your. Oh, but it's a typo.
I think it's instead of a J, it's her. Probably.
Oh.
I don't know how they pronounce her last name.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's why. Her long, straight blonde hair swayed as she sat down in the bed in the room we shared in, the Royal Academy dormitory. The room was about 200 square feet in size, with a desk for each of us and bunk beds that didn't take up much space. They had bunk. I don't even remember the bedroom, honestly.
I remember them having bunk beds.
Okay, that's so cute.
Yeah. Do you remember when she was talking about what happened? They sat down on the bottom bunk together. She and Misha. Ray and Misha.
Yeah, you're right about that.
They sat down to talk.
The furnishings, the decor were simple. It differed from modern dormitories in Japan in that everything was antique, but it was otherwise essentially the same. Revolution was set in the Royal Academy, the most prestigious boarding school in the Bjor Kingdom. Regardless of family or financial status, students were treated as equals once enrolled in the academy, so we all got assigned double room. I don't know. Did I get her attention, or did she get mine? What are you doing, Ray? Misha sighed and looked down, exasperated. You should stay away from House Francois. They eat ordinary people like you for Oh, come on, Misha, for breakfast.
She's like, it's nobody think I want to be eaten for breakfast?
Yeah, exactly. The noble House of Francois, Claire's family, were one of the most famous in the country. They had headed up the Ministry of Finance for generations, placing them behind only the king and prime minister in terms of power and influence. And that was before you factored in that their intermarriage with the royal family. While Revolution was set in a world similar to that of the medieval Europe, the politics of the Bjor Kingdom, where the game was set, were notably corrupt. Nobles inherited most of the key positions in the country, and the important government officials were appointed due to their personal connections. The disparity between the Yeah, I know, right? That's kind of interesting because if you think about it, it's an anime, so you don't really get as much backstory. So I really do appreciate like more of this world building.
Yeah, we already know a little more.
And the commoners widened by the year, and people's discontent was so great that it was difficult to ignore. This concerned the king, who began to promote a meteocratic policy, the idea was to vigorously promote talented people regardless of family or financial status. The scholarship system at the Royal Academy was part of this policy's implementation. Talented students who couldn't otherwise afford higher education were granted government scholarships and allowed to enroll.
Oh, now we get a little more about the scholarship students too. Okay.
One of the students selected by the system was my character.
Oh.
But Misha, I love Miss Claire. That selfish brat. You're weird, Ray. To an aristocrat like her, scholarship students like us are nothing but obscene upstarters. Damn, okay, Misha.
Right.
The scholarship... I feel like we got to know Misha's character in the anime, but it feels like Misha really doesn't care for the best girl.
Right.
And also, she's a formidable noble, if I'm not mistaken.
Former noble.
Yeah. The scholarship system had gained the support of the commoners, but been poorly received by the aristocracy. Nobles who valued tradition and formality above all else couldn't stand the thought of ordinary people attending the prestigious Royal Academy. Misha was also a scholarship student. Her house had been noble in her childhood, but had fallen into financial ruin. Perhaps because of this experience, she was adamant she understood the nature of the world better than other nobles. And okay, because I think they talked a little bit about it in the anime.
Okay.
At the very least, since we had attended the same commoner finishing school, what the heck is a finishing school?
Finishing school? Where's my phone? Here's your phone.
You got my phone.
Yeah.
I don't know where your phone is.
I think that's what they call something, not in the U.S., finishing school.
Just like to know what it is.
Finishing school. A finishing school, a concept of time gone by once educated young women with the skills required to be considered attractive to affluent men.
Oh, man, what?
Surprisingly, a finishing school of the past and the subjects taught share some common features with today's highly in demand skills.
Okay, yeah, I got you. Interesting. Okay.
It follows ordinary school and is intended to complete a young woman's education by providing classes primarily in Department of Etiquette.
Of course.
Okay, so they're learning.
Now we know.
There you go. I was totally wrong.
Ray's like, I hate it here.
Yeah, I was thinking it was like maybe the name for like high school or similar
right.
to a trade school, but something specific.
I thought so too at first, but I'm like, nah.
It's for women to become proper young ladies.
Yep, no.
We're gonna put you in a skirt and try to make you attractive to a man.
That sounds horrible. I hate it here. She saw me for who I was, without bias. Unfortunately, I don't know if you'd call this pessimism or something else. She was a little bit too helpful sometimes. I don't mind being hated, actually. I prefer it. It's the best way to be avoided. I said, oh.
Be avoided? She's talking about the main guys, so she's trying to be avoided
Yes,
by them?
I agree. I agree wholeheartedly.
Oh.
You really have no idea what you're doing. Hey, what do you think's the best way to maximize my time with Miss Claire would be? You always such a pain in the butt. I love it. Misha held her head in her hands as she had a headache. I suppose you'd need to be someone Miss Claire couldn't ignore. What do you mean? Miss Claire is proud, right? She's never satisfied unless she's number one. So if you improve your skills and show her what you've got, she won't be able to dismiss you anymore. That's it! It was so simple. If I just went about things the same way I would have if I were actually playing the game, Claire would have to keep paying... Oh, she didn't call her Miss Claire! To keep paying attention. The harder I worked, the more to serve her bullying would become severe her bullying would become. She was the preserving type, so she wouldn't back down. She would torment me, and I would preserving.
Oh, okay.
And I would dote on her.
Persevering.
Persevering, yeah.
Persevering. I was like, yeah, that's persevering.
Yeah,
okay,
I'm gonna botch some of this stuff, but that's fine.
It's okay.
That's what she's here for.
No, it's good.
I would dote on her. It's a win-win situation. Thanks, Misha. I can always count on you. I don't get it. All I did was tell you how to make her hate you.
All I did was tell you how to make her hate you.
Confusion. But well, I couldn't say I didn't understand her confusion. Spending every day being teased by Miss Claire is such bliss. Seriously, what has gotten into you? Misha's just like, what do
you mean gotten into her? That's just how she... But I guess she stepped into a character that's already in the school.
I have to wonder.
Interesting.
I have to wonder. Obviously, Ray is playing the protagonist. I'm curious what the protagonist is like when the player plays the protagonist. Is she as like this? I would imagine not.
No, I wouldn't think so.
I wonder. Because she's technically supposed to end up with one of the male leads.
Yeah.
It's so great. As I walked down the academy hallway, someone slammed into me from behind.
Ooh.
I almost fell, but caught myself just in time. Let me see. Oh, I beg your pardon. You were standing there staring off into space, so I thought you were a statue.
Uh-huh.
I turned to find my beloved Claire.
My beloved
She was
Claire.
picture-perfect villainess as she stood there with one hand on her mouth, all smug giggles. She was going to be my new normal. Miss Claire, what? Don't bother asking for an apology, like I would ever apologize to a daydreaming peasant. Yes. You're great. Huh? Claire looked like a pigeon nailed by a BB gun.
A pigeon nailed by a BB gun. These descriptions, though.
You have minions that could do your bidding, but you do your own dirty work and don't rely on others. I would expect nothing less from you, Miss Claire. Huh? Just as I thought. You're no ordinary bully. I love you so much, Miss Claire.
No ordinary bully.
What are you? Claire bluntly fled the scene and muttering something about being creeped out. Oh, there she goes. Why do you look so disappointed? Misha asked, looking dumbfounded. Because Miss Claire didn't stay to taunt me, obviously. I sighed. Don't you think Miss Claire is especially radiant when she's insulting me? At least you're aware you're being bullied. Misha sighed too, apparently somewhat relieved. Come on, we need to hurry to the lecture hall. Class is about to start. Oh, I beg your pardon. I thought you were an insect. Such one time, Claire stepped on my foot. Please. Huh? I can't hear you, peasant. You have something to say. Speak up. If you must step on me, then please stomp harder. Claire was so precious when she was caught off guard.
This has me blushing, okay? Like, it's
Another time,
it's so out there.
Claire hid my textbook. What's wrong with you? Is this peasant too poor to even buy books? I'm so sorry. I didn't realize how you felt, Miss Claire. Huh? You want to be with me all the time in class, right? Yes, let's share your book. We'll be stuck to each other like glue. I have no idea what you're talking about. And another, we needed to find partners for an assignment. Oh, you don't have a partner? That's what happens when you're a pathetic peasant. It looks like Miss Claire will be my partner, teacher. I will not. Don't play dumb with me. She ran away from me that time. She was killing me. One day she doused me with a bucket of water. Oh dear, you're just so dirty that I thought you were mud. It's cold. Oh, you poor thing. Please warm me up.
Cannot.
Hey, don't cling to me. Get off of me. She was so adorable. Oh, this feels so good. And once a flower vase was placed on my desk. A gift from Miss Claire? No, it is not. I will place the flowers and care with me always. Why would I ever give you flowers?
So we did have someone explain.
Oh, the flower thing.
What it means if someone puts a flower, which makes sense as to why it's listed along with all of the other like bullying techniques. But for a flower, what someone had commented was that when a student in Japan would pass away, they would leave the flower on their desk. But we also were watching.
We watched Akuma no Riddle. I think it was. Like
and it was also when some of them just transferred away or other things happened, and they would put the flowers on the desk for that.
And
too.
there were different flowers
so it's
too.
Like, I think it could mean. I mean, either meaning is like trying to get rid of you. It could mean like, hey, I hope you're like killed off, or it could also mean like, hey, I hope you leave. Like it's like a message saying I want you to leave, right?
Oh man, this is so funny. I love it so much. And you know, at the very beginning, we know that obviously Colette's just like, yeah, please go away. You know, so obviously
but it's funny.
But she's still not living up to this supposed villainy, right? Because you would think that she would just not pour cold water on Ray, right? It would be hot or something. She's still kind of like doing stuff, and she doesn't have her minions doing her own bidding, right? So that's interesting too.
Exactly.
Did that hit on the head make you an idiot? Huh? What do you mean? It was after class. Claire stomped her foot as if she were having a temper tantrum. She was obviously displeased. All her bullying seemed to be in vain, but I was just being genuine about my feelings.
Oh my gosh, Ray.
Tangentially, I had noticed that even in this fantasy world, Claire's tactics were of the variety you'd see in typical Japanese school, probably because Revolution was made by a Japanese company. How are you so calm when I'm so mean to you? Mean? Isn't this just your way of telling me you love me? It is not! So then, what is it? Why are you so weird with me? Claire's shoulders shook, her breathing heavy. She reached to absolutely everything, which is what made her too fun to tease.
She reached? What is that?
Reacted, not
reached.
Oh,
reacted to absolutely everything. Okay,
I have to read like a little slower, I think.
Okay, yep.
She reacted to absolutely everything, which is what made her too fun to tease her. If you don't get it after everything I've done, let me give it to you straight. There's no sling trait about it.
Right?
Claire fixed me with her
Nice
sharp
face.
eyes, as if I were a bug and she were the pin. Oh my gosh. I've never heard that expression before.
Yeah.
If I were a bug and she were a pin.
Oh.
This academy is no haven for upstart peasants like you.
Oh.
Know your place and return to your life of menial labor.
Ooh.
My only job is to love you, Miss Claire. No, I am at your service. I've had enough. Oh no! Tears started to form in her eyes. Don't make her cry.
Claire.
I'm getting emotional too, dang it. Miss Claire, don't lose heart. So instead he wins the race.
Oh,
Ray!
What?
Seriously, what in the world are you thinking? Claire wailed and then left with her entourage at her heels. She's so childish. I must agree with Miss Claire on this. Even Misha was sliding aside. Oh, I must agree with Miss Claire on this.
Oh,
she
Misha.
calls her Miss Claire too, because so far I thought Misha called her Claire. All right.
Okay.
Even Misha was siding with her now. Aha! Don't be silly, Misha. What do you mean? You don't think this is all I've got, do you? Would you be serious for 1 second? Aren't you getting tired of this weird game of yours? Nope, not at all. No, she's not going to.
She's not going to.
Does this have anything to do with your bizarre notions of love? A
Oh.
bit. I have my reasons. Claire was the villainess. There was no denying that. But I loved her the way she went about her villainy. She
Aw.
did all her bullying herself, never calling on her minions to do it for her. That couldn't be typical for an aristocrat. True.
Oh.
Yeah, if you think about it, I think not just in anime, but like if you've seen like something with people that are very upscale or whatever, they normally do have like lackeys and stuff doing the stuff for them because they could never be bothered.
So what about like Draco Malfoy? I don't remember.
He had
it's been
Doyle
a long time.
and what the hell was his
He
name? Boone
did.
and Doyle.
But he also, I don't know.
He did some stuff too.
He
but
mainly
mostly
ran his mouth, I think.
He just ran his mouth.
I don't
Okay.
remember. It's been a long time, but I'm like, he's the
But
closest
he still had his lackeys do
equivalent
stuff for him.
in my brain.
If we remember
Yeah.
the anime, like really, her lackeys absolutely nothing. Like they
Yeah.
did say tell like Frey to back off, but
And
you
they
know,
just follow her
they just follow her
around.
around basically. I mean, who wouldn't, right?
Oh.
She was careful never to go too far. When she pushed me in the hallway, it was never by any dangerous stairs or corners, but in places where I'd be safe if I fell. I mean, come on. I mean, she's just not really wholeheartedly into this, right?
Well, I think that she is bullying her, but she doesn't want to see her hurt.
right.
Like,
But a typical
badly
like
harmed.
villain doesn't care if you get hurt.
oh, that's true.
That's what I have like my thing.
Yeah,
Like, I don't
that's
think
true.
so, girl.
A true villain.
Right?
Yeah.
Even with my textbook, she didn't throw it away or tear it. She just hid it.
Uh,
Oh, come on. Of course, this is probably modern Japanese sensibilities at work, but I was in a world where these sensibilities had made, and I was indeed being bullied. I wasn't trying to make excuses for my perpetrator. It was really truly made me happy to be Claire's target.
oh, it made me happy.
How
to
do you
be
think she'll
Claire's
call me
target.
tomorrow? I have no idea.
Oh.
I was thoroughly enjoying my life in this new world. Good morning, Miss Claire. Claire and her entourage, now they're her entourage,
Oh, okay.
were sitting in the front row where I entered the lecture hall, so I happily went to greet her. The lecture hall was twice as large as the ones at the high school I'd attended,
Wow.
and now as the rows got higher towards the back, a blackboard and teacher's lectern stood in the front. When I tried to approach Claire, her minions blocked my way.
Oh no. Let's see what they've got today. Now she's sending the minions to do it. Let's see.
Okay, so this is a minion. Would you stop trying to talk to us like we're friends?
Oh.
We live in different world than you. Isn't that right, Miss Claire? One of them sneered, as if they had broken a dam. The other members of the entourage joined in the floor of agreement. I don't have anything to say to you, minions. I am speaking to Miss Claire. Good day, Miss Claire. What? Ingrate! Who do you think I am? I am the house of... Oh, wait, no, this is... Oh, we get to know more about them. What? Ingrate! Who do you think I am? I am the house of Cougart, who have served the Francois family for generations. So, minion, am I right?
Oh, because you served their families.
Miss Claire, the daughter
you
of
are
the
minion.
Cougart family went crying to Claire. What a wimp!
Oh! Okay then, Ray.
Peasants, Claire sighed. Get over yourself. She has nothing to say to you. Don't you know good day is used as a parting term?
Oh.
I mean, I suppose that's actually true, but I've heard it both used in parting and in greetings.
Yeah.
This was exactly what I was talking about. The minions just didn't cut it. They couldn't hold a candle to Claire's abuse. For the record, there
you
are
can't
many
abuse
uses.
me like she can.
Oh, thank you, Ray. For the record, there are many uses for good day. In present-day Japan, it was perfectly acceptable to use it in a place of good morning or hello.
Oh.
Oh, but whenever Claire talks to me, she teaches me the correct way to use words. I do love her so.
Oh.
I mused. Just shut up. Are you taunting me? Yes. You don't even hesitate. It was a delicious reaction. Another glorious day.
Oh my god.
Control yourself, Ray. Good morning, Miss Claire. Misha caught me by the collar.
Misha trying to like mitigate
Misha,
all of this.
let go of me. I'm playing Miss Claire right now. I'm playing Miss Claire right now. You forgot with. Claire was so good at comedic resorts. That's enough.
Retorts?
Misha smacked me in the head.
Oh, Misha.
Oh my, Misha, control your kitten, would you?
Oh.
Claire demanded. Miss Claire, Ray is not my pet. I would love to be your pet, Miss Claire.
Of course. Oh my
Weren't
gosh.
you told to shut up? Claire screamed, which left her out of breath. Miss Claire, you don't seem well. You should get some rest, I said. And whose fault is that? Just get out of here! I sighed. As I expressed my disappointment, I heard a soft tenor voice say,
Oh. It's a manly voice.
It is a manly voice.
Oh.
A bit early to be so deep in your comedy routine, isn't it? Okay, Master Yu.
It's you!
It's you. Okay.
My favorite of the princes.
Good morning, Claire. I haven't seen you fall apart like this in a long time. The person chuckled at us with the third-born prince of the kingdom, Bar. He had soft, curly blonde hair, a gentle... that means we're going to get to know more about you!
Yeah!
I'm excited. The gentle smile, the very
Oh.
image of the ideal prince. Even his voice was perfectly prince-like.
Oh.
He was one of the romanceable characters in the game. He was the second most popular of the three love interests. I wonder who the top one is. Is it Thane or is it going to be Rude?
Huh.
All because he said things
Rod?
like, yeah,
Okay.
you're so cute and I'll protect you, or I would love to marry you into the family.
Oh, that's so precious.
Master Yu, that's not
Best
what
prince.
I'm doing. This pet, Ray, is acting respectfully, so I was warning her to watch herself.
Did she almost say this pet?
She almost said peasant.
Oh.
But she doesn't want to say that because she's in front of a prince.
Oh.
Is
gotcha,
that
gotcha.
so? You turned his gaze towards me. I wasn't being disrespectful. Everything I said about her was out of love. What in the world are you talking about? You laughed at Claire.
Oh my
Ray
gosh.
Taylor, right? I remember you were top of the incoming class. I assumed you would be a bookworm, but you're pretty funny too.
Oh.
Thank you. Not being particularly interested in you, my reply was curt. Ray, don't be rude now, Misha scolded. Good morning, Master Yu. Oh, Misha, good morning. Yu was nice to everyone, but he was especially nice to and especially sweet to Misha.
Oh, Misha.
I can see that being for sure a
Yeah,
thing.
you and Misha
They'd grown
for
up together and
sure.
been very close before Misha's family went bankrupt.
Aw.
Misha still missed their old friendship, and if you were to play Yu's route in the game, you not only had to deal with Claire's harassment, you had to navigate the conflict between your friendship with Misha and your yearning for Yu.
Ooh, I'm getting like goosebumps about that.
The fan base
Misha
largely
and
agreed.
you.
It was the most complex scenario by far.
Oh.
I apologize for Ray. I'll make certain to chastise her later, Misha told you.
To
Don't worry about it.
chastise
If
her.
anything, you could stand to speak to me less formally. We're all equal here at the academy, you know. I will consider it. Their awkward conversation went back and forth in that manner, but I was just grateful for the excuse to turn my attention back to Claire. Miss Claire, what do you think? Have they rekindled their love? Oh, God, Ray! Why is everything that goes through your head so vulgar?
Vulgar.
Oh, man. Oh, here we go. Hey, you. Oh, let me see. Rod. Let me think. I gotta think about
Rod.
all these different. I'm gonna call him Rod, okay? Rod, Rude, whatever.
Rod.
He's Master Rude.
I
now.
think he has a little bit of a dude bro.
He's a dude, bro. Hey, you and Claire. Morning, everyone.
A little bit.
Yeah. Good morning, Master Rod. Good morning, brother. The lively voice was now greeting us belonged to the good-looking boy with spiky black hair.
Ooh,
His
good
name was...
looking.
What is his name now? Rod?
Rod. What is it? How's it written?
R-O-D. Is it Rod?
Yeah,
I thought
Prince
it was
Rod.
Okay, it's
I always
Rod.
thought it was Prince Rod.
I never pay attention to the princes, obviously.
Oh!
He was the firstborn prince of the kingdom, and of course another of the game's romanceable male leads. I don't think he's the most popular. I think it's probably going to be Thane.
Oh, thanks.
What's going on here? It sounds interesting. I want in. Rod laughed as he sauntered into our circle like he owned it. There's absolutely nothing of interest here, said Claire. Just one person who's trying to undermine the Academy's morals.
Oh, undermine the Academy's morals.
Does that mean what I think it means? I said. You want to join me? Shall we undermine them? Shall we totally undermine them together? I will do no such thing.
Oh,
What?
Claire.
Rod watched this exchange as if he had come upon a rare animal at the zoo.
Oh.
The game usually required the player character to introduce yourself at this point, but it was you who introduced me and said, "Oh, interesting."
Already a difference.
This is already different.
This is a difference between the game that she was playing.
Mhm.
She said the game required you to introduce
Yeah.
yourself.
Mhm.
So here's the first difference
This
I've
is also
noticed.
different in the anime because we didn't actually see the princes. I don't even think until maybe the second episode, right? I don't remember. Rewatch.
Like, oh darn, we'll have to rewatch it. Okay.
This is Ray Taylor, he said, chuckling. She was top of her class in the incoming students. She's pretty amusing. Let's see here. Who the heck? I don't know which one this. Is this certainly possesses an uncommon character? You don't normally see. Oh, maybe it's still you. Yeah, she certainly possesses an uncommon character. You don't normally see her type among aristocrats.
Oh.
It seems my father's policy has given us all a good laugh.
Oh.
I couldn't tell if he meant that as a compliment, so I kept my response non-committal.
A compliment or an insult? It like really could be either.
A refreshing reaction, Ray. I'll remember that. Thanks. Ray, respectful, please. Misha chided, and Misha's like, could you stop? Do you know how many girls would kill to be remembered by Master Rod? Claire demanded. Misha and Claire were both mad at me now, but it couldn't be helped. I loathe arrogant Oh, he's arrogant!
Oh, Rod is arrogant.
Okay.
Oh.
I think I kind of suspected that as much. He really wasn't in the anime, but if he is in this,
that's gonna be
I
interesting.
loathe arrogant characters like Rod, who deemed you follow them without question, always progressively directly on with their route. Rod had a confident and vibrant personality, but I had no idea why he was always voted the most he's the most popular, character. Didn't it get exhausting to spend so much time around someone like him? Well, my tastes were obviously different from most, since Claire attracted me far more than the romanceable characters. Come join us, Thane, Ron called out. Nah, I'm fine. A silver-haired boy lying face down on a desk in the back of the classroom answered grumpily. And Thane's like, FML.
Thane's like, I can't even be bothered, y'all.
I don't think Thane likes this sort of thing. Is there anything he does like? You laughed uncertainly while Rod wore a sour look. Oh, he looks sour. As their ambiguous reactions suggested, Thane was considered something of a nuisance. He was the second-born prince of the kingdom and was the final romanceable lead. He was also the least popular of the three. If Hugh was prince-like and Rod was conceited, Thane was complicated.
Complicated.
He was a natural-born genius who excelled at everything without putting in much effort. Rod was similarly brilliant, but he excelled at things because he worked hard. Thane's sandwich between his talented brothers was never the best at anything.
So we're already learning more about them. And also, no wonder I like you, because he's the most princely one.
There you go.
Princely personality.
I'm still gonna say, I don't really... there's more to you than meets the eye, for sure.
Yeah.
Even when he tried his hardest. I kind of feel bad for Thane. I thought he was gonna be known for his music.
Oh, that's true.
The constant comparison to his brothers had given him a complex, keeping him from being genuine. And yet Thane was my favorite of the game's romanceable characters. I liked him for the same reason I liked Claire. They seemed human. Perhaps because I was no longer a daydreaming child, but an adult who'd already had a taste of reality. I found tangible, flawed characters more attractive than those that just seemed superhuman. Let's see... Master Thane, my beloved Claire has said his name with a hint of suppressed emotion.
Oh.
The truth was that Claire felt the L word for Thane, which was one of the reasons why his route was the least popular. Claire did stick her nose in every route just because she liked to meddle, but she grew genuinely glum when a player took the Thane route. Additionally, when you finished the game with a Thane romance, you were unable to really give Claire her comeuppance, instead saying, I understand how you feel, you were hurt, and forgive her. Similarly, the exhilaration that came with that conflict of other routes, like Rod's, was non-existent in Thane's.
So it's already telling us more than the anime did, like, early on, because we saw at the very end of season 1 of the anime that Claire's comeuppance, or what it was intense.
Bro, I don't want to remember that.
Okay.
I know a lot of people in the comments said that you should expect it with the game called Revolution, but just to think about that just makes me really upset, because you know what, Claire's the best girl, and she's just done nothing wrong.
Right.
Let's see here. Why don't you go talk to him, Miss Claire? I said. Thane wasn't the type to take the initiative. Why me? You like him, don't you? I regretted the words the moment they left my mouth, but it was too late. Oh, yes,
wait. I'm still, like, on the other thing in my brain. But yeah, like, this doesn't really say what the comeuppance is, but it's telling us early on, and the anime didn't let us know about the
I kind of
villainous
feel like I
comeuppance.
appreciate that, though, because, like, it was quite a sticker shock when we saw that. Because for those that know, right? We don't know. We've never read the right novels till now. We never read the manga. We knew nothing. So for them to put that at the end, I think they probably did it on purpose for people like us who are just like, this is gonna...
Yeah.
Blink, blink. What? So basically she's trying to get Claire to talk to Thane, but she did say, I regretted the words the moment I left my mouth, but it was too late because she said she likes him.
Oh,
so
right,
we're going to get to see more of Ray, not just being like, I want her to be happy, you know?
More of her perspective.
No, I don't think about Master Thane like that.
Oh, yeah,
girl.
Okay.
Claire shrieked. Her voice echoed throughout the lecture room, meaning, of course, that word was audible to Thane. He picked up himself up and left the classroom, his face expressionless.
Oh,
what do I do? I didn't mean to. Claire was flustered. I had really messed this up.
Oh.
Let's go apologize to him later, Miss Claire, I said. And this peasant acting like she knows things. Miss Claire, I focused on my voice controlled. What do you want? She stammered. Master Thane is delicate. I know that. So you should apologize. Would you just shut up? Claire stood up abruptly. I feel sick. I'll be going home now. Oh, but Miss Claire, please leave me alone.
Oh.
Now she's running off. Claire didn't even allow her entourage to follow her as she stormed from the lecture room. I watched her curls bounce as she left, filled with a sense of satisfaction. I said nothing, but I knew. I just knew she had gone after Thane. This was exactly why she was cute. This is why I was so infatuated with her.
Do you want to stop there? We're at about 40 minutes. We're at a little diamonds.
Yeah, we can stop
stopping
here.
Point.
This is so
Let's
good.
see how
though.
much is left for the chapter.
Well, considering there's a bunch of
ways.
chapters, I'm pretty sure we're gonna be a while till we get to chapter 2.
Yeah. It looks like a ways.
Oh wow, there's tables of what the heck? That was interesting looking.
Yeah.
Ah!
Oh, there's a photo that we'll get to later.
Is this still chapter 1? Yeah. Wow.
So we have a ways yet to go through chapter 1.
Oh my gosh.
Yep,
Okay.
here's
So
chapter
chapter 2 starts at.
So we're like maybe a quarter.
We're not even halfway through chapter 1.
We're maybe a quarter, I would guess, right? About a quarter. That's
About
not
a quarter.
quite a third. It's not quite.
And
a
then
third.
it ends at. Let's see here. So chapter 2 starts at 106, and we're currently at 27. Yeah, we got a bit to go.
Yeah. I was right. We're a quarter of the way through.
Yeah, you were right.
Yay!
Oh man, this has been so much fun so far. It's interesting too because we're getting to like know the other characters that we've met from the anime.
Yeah.
And apparently Rod is arrogant, which I could see that. I mean, when he battled Misha, he seemed pretty arrogant too. But he wasn't like the annoying. Although I didn't like what he did to Misha, he wasn't like the annoying kind of arrogant. So if he turns out to be the annoying, he's gonna get the dude bro voice.
Oh,
probably.
So he's not like dude bro light. Then he'll get to Dude Bro Max.
Dude Bro Max. Maybe. We'll see about that.
Maybe.
I do feel
his level of sounding like a 90s anime character will fluctuate.
Yeah, it'll fluctuate just kind of depending.
Depending on what he does, his
behavior.
behaviors.
On what he does. Because here's the thing. In the anime, it was only 12 episodes, unfortunately. So we only got so much to know about these characters. And there's not a lot. And how many light novels are there? There's like, what, like 7 or something like that? I don't freaking know. There's a lot.
Yeah.
So to take a whole entire finished light novel series and just put it into 12 episodes is just not possible, obviously. I feel like what they've done was so far was really good, but so now we're gonna get to know these characters more. The Thane, like, being like this on the desk, like, apparently he's just really not very popular, number one, and he's just kind of like the outcast. Well, he's basically, he's like the middle child, right? Because you've got, well, I don't know how old. I think Rod's probably the oldest, and I think you might be the youngest. Oh, yeah, because he's the second oldest, so he's the middle child. He's getting that middle child, like, kind of like, oh, he's not so great.
Yeah.
So it should be interesting to see what's going to happen with him. I do feel bad for him, but at the same time, obviously, I don't... Claire and Thane are nope.
Oh.
They're just good. They're very good friends.
They're very good friends.
He does become a really good character in the anime, though, and he's very protective and friend-like, right? So I do appreciate that about him. But it seems like with this, we're going to definitely get to know more about the princes.
Yes.
I really want to know more about you. He's the most intriguing of the princes. I think I had mentioned before that I don't really believe that you is what he appears to be. I think I said before he was a princess. I'm still gonna hold it to that.
Okay, yes.
Because I don't know.
Yeah.
But he's really cool.
What happened too was that I called you the prettiest of the princes, and there were a lot of comments being like, oh, isn't it so funny that Jenni thinks you is the prettiest prince?
Yeah.
And like things like that made me be like,
well, when you said pretty prince, I hadn't read the comments. I was like, used to kind of pretty, in my opinion, to be a to be a guy, honestly.
And use voice
and the way he is. I'm not saying you can't have like I don't do the whole pretty boy thing. That's your thing.
I like pretty boys too.
Yeah. But I do think there's more to you than meets the eye. I feel like Misha and you definitely there's something there for sure. It seems like because Misha is now in like financial ruin and now she's back to a commoner, she has no right to be like that with you like they used to be. Some of their childhood friends. That's really sad to see.
But they go to school together now.
I know. Well, that's what he said. He's like, hey, like we're gonna be, treat me as an equal, right?
Yeah.
So it should be interesting to see what's gonna happen. Claire's great. All right. I mean, she's great, right? I love how she is. She's just exactly how she should be. And she's just really, I can't believe villainous. To me, like, a villain is really somebody who wants to hurt others, right?
Yeah.
And while she does things, she's like, oh, I don't want her to fall. Oh, I'm not going to steal her books. Oh, I'm going to pour cold water on her.
Yeah.
And if you go to the anime, she spilled hot tea in those girls in the episode when Ray was talking about, like, her sexuality.
Yeah.
So, to me, I'm like, girl, you are not really a villainess. Okay? Right? You're just not. You're very sweet, right? But we saw that, too, when she was, like, little and with Lene, and she's like, you're gonna be my horse, and then Lene's like, no, and then normally she'd have a fit about it, and then she's like, well, no, you wouldn't want to be on a commoner, right? So oh man, we're gonna see oh god, I have mixed feelings about Lene.
The Lene situation, we get to encounter her once more.
We're gonna get to encounter that whole situation again.
Whole situation.
It's probably even gonna be even bigger because this is the novel and not the anime, so it's probably going to be a longer arc. I would assume.
Yeah.
Yay!
What I'm enjoying though is Misha, getting to know Misha more.
I like Misha. I liked her when we first met her.
Yeah.
The thing about it is that you only host so much you can go on. So like to get to know her character, like I knew she's pretty awesome. She seemed pretty powerful. A lot of people seem to like her. And I'm like, okay, cool. She will yank Ray by her collar.
Yeah.
She will tell her to shut up. She will basically tell her she's being creepy. And I'm like, Misha, you are also awesome too. So I'm excited to get to know more about her.
Yeah.
I thought she had silver hair. Apparently she's blonde.
Okay.
Maybe
it's like
blonde.
a light blonde or like victory blonde. That's
it could be
light.
platinum.
Yeah,
I
platinum.
just silver-haired girls, right? Does that mean that Minaria is also blonde too? I don't know about that.
I don't know. Oh, I peeked at some pictures ahead.
Don't peek.
I won't peek. I'll try not to.
But so far this has been really, really fun.
Yeah.
I definitely am excited for more of this.
Look how pretty Claire's hair
I also really like too. We're really getting inside of Ray's head. Like we did get to know stuff about it in the anime because she obviously had her in her monologue about stuff going on. Yeah. But, like, to have her first be introduced... Because when we first saw her and she saw Claire in the anime, she was like, Miss Claire! Right. And then in this, she's like, who is this girl? And then she's trying to figure everything out. And then she figures it out. And then she's like, Miss Claire, I love you! And it's like...
Right? That's true.
So I like that, too, because, honestly, if you're transported to, like, a world and you're just like, where am I right now? What is this, you know?
Right.
But, yeah, so... It's just so wonderful. And hopefully y'all are enjoying it so far, too. Yeah. I'm having a heck of a lot of fun with it as well. There's just so many characters. I forgot about that.
Let us know in the comment section who your favorite character is so far in this beginning part, right?
I mean,
of what we read today.
Yours isn't shown up yet, so, you know.
Well, I have
Who's
favorite
your favorite
so
right now?
far.
Is it Misha?
Yeah, I kind of... It's a toss-up between Misha and Prince Yu.
Well, that's true. Yeah. That's true, because you're going to get to know more about these characters, right? So, that's exciting.
But so far. And yours, I think we all know.
I mean, if you don't know, it's Claire.
It's Claire!
It will always be Claire. I know people are saying, too, that, of course, there's other characters introduced that we have not gotten to know because of the anime ended already. Right. And the light novel, and probably even the manga. So, it'll be interesting to see what other characters are going to show up. Obviously, this is the first volume, so I don't know, like, maybe the anime ends at the first volume, and maybe, I don't know. It'll be interesting to see where it goes. But I like to see new characters, too, so that's exciting. I also can't wait to see Minaria's arc and what she has to bring as well, because some people had said that you get to know more about what happened. She only mentioned it briefly in the anime. And, of course, you know, Minaria is awesome in her own way, too. And it's going to be interesting, too, because Ray's going to have such a disdain for her. Is she going to actually voice it more so in the visual novel? Because she only talks about how much of an annoyance she is in the anime a little bit. But Ray's already called, like, these minions, like, useless. And I'm like, girl, weak. You are the weakest link. Goodbye. Oh, man. I'm so excited for more of this. I hope you're enjoying it, too, babe.
Yeah, I am. It's fun. It's fun the way you read it, too. Yeah,
you gotta have fun with it, right? I could just talk like a gangster the entire time, you know? Be like, what are you doing, right? No, I'm not doing that.
That would be funny. It depends how badly a character pisses you off. You could give them an accent.
Oh yeah, I could be like, what character? Let's say Rod pisses me. What are you guys doing? He's gonna be a mafia guy. I'm just saying Rod, because honestly, he seems to be like the most, in my opinion, of the three princes, annoying.
Oh.
Thane is just a loner, and Yu is just very charismatic, and he's not the popular one, though. I'm surprised Yu's not, and Rod is the popular one.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, why is Yu not the most popular? That's kind of interesting.
Yeah, I think maybe because he's not. Or you mean for people playing the game?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because you would think the prince-like, the very prince-like one, the one that says those sweet words and stuff like that, would be the one that everyone's like, oh yeah, absolutely!
Right.
And Rod's is apparently just like, has a high opinion of himself and just wants people to follow his ways, according to the visual novel. We'll see what happens.
Yes. Well, I'm excited to find out more. Yay! I have my finger holding our spot. Oh, but we did say it's 26, page 26.
26, yeah.
That we got to.
We need like a
bookmark.
A Claire to bookmark.
Right? Where's the Claire bookmark?
I don't know. Where's the Claire plushie?
It always comes back to the Claire plushie. All right, you all. Well, thanks so much for watching. And if you've enjoyed watching this and have a favorite character, let us know so far. Let us know who your favorite character is that we've been introduced to in this first segment of Reading Through. We look forward to connecting with you all again soon, and we'll be sending so much love. Till next time.
Laters.